everyone, today I've got your Jupiter Ascending movie review. A young woman is destined for greatness when the stars align and can become an heir to a planet where she is being targeted by an evil warlord and has to be protected at all costs. As far as the story goes, it almost felt like Guardians of the Galaxy, where there's just like this lead role and then they have to do something to make sure like the whole galaxy is saved because of this one person. Except I felt like this movie was much worse than that. There's this knight in shining armor storyline, which felt kind of awkward to watch, because I didn't really find it believable with the casting. It's got Mila Kunis, who is playing Jupiter Jones, and she's just this average, normal girl, but technically she's not really normal if she's being told that she can rule a planet. And that doesn't always happen every day, especially when she's living on Earth and then she gets hunted down and she has to be protected by Channing Tatum's Kane character, who kind of looks like this troll person, but he's actually much hotter than that, especially with that guy liner. It just gets really intense to watch, but it's also, I felt like, not the best Wachowski's movie that I have seen. This did have a pretty decent cast. I wouldn't say it was the best cast, but you've got Mila Kunis, obviously, who plays Jupiter. I mean, she was definitely okay in her role. She definitely portrayed herself as this tough as nails sort of character, where she doesn't want to take any shit from anybody. She's not just a pretty face, even though she did look good in her supposedly like dress, like wedding outfit, which I won't really spoil. You've got Channing Tatum, who plays Kane, who I at first wasn't really sold on his character because I mean, sometimes he can act well in movies and other times he can't, and I feel like this was a miss for him, even though he was trying to act all badass and trying to protect Jupiter and save the galaxy and just take out all of these bad guys, who, by the way, were these like creative looking creatures and monster looking alligator things. I don't know, they look like a bunch of big lizards. It's really crazy to watch. And then you've got Eddie Redmayne, who also plays sort of a minor role, which I was really surprised about because I kind of wish I saw more of his character, and he's the one that plays like this warlord, sort of bad guy. He's up to no good and he wants to kill Jupiter Jones and he just wants her dead. Obviously, he just wants things to go his way. He's like this pansy ass space person, and he just he kind of annoyed me. Also, hearing things that his role in this movie could affect his award for Best Actor for Theory of Everything come Oscar season. I don't think he did a very good job in this movie, even though he was supposedly intimidating, but I didn't really think that he was. And then you've got, last but not least, Sean Bean, who I was like rooting for to live because literally every movie he's in, he dies. But in this movie, he plays another small role. He's sort of a good guy, but then he's sort of a bad guy, but then he wants to become good again, and then he fights alongside Kane. Things just get pretty wild and crazy from there. Don't know if you can trust him just yet, but he seems like a pretty decent guy. As long as he doesn't die in the movie, I'm good with that. The things that I did like about this movie, it was fast-paced. The action scenes were pretty awesome, but I wouldn't say that they were on par with any of the Matrix movies. The special effects were okay. Obviously, I gotta give it up to the costume and makeup designs of the characters. I thought like those were really on par with the whole sci-fi space theme. And the things that I did not like about this movie, I would say this is not one of my favorite sci-fi movies, and I feel like because this movie was supposed to be coming out earlier, but then they changed the date, and obviously it was coming out in February, I feel like the wait was not long awaited. I just didn't feel like it, deserved to be, it didn't need to take so much time just to get it right, because it did not get it right. And I feel bad for the Wachowskis because sometimes they make good movies, sometimes they don't. I feel like after Cloud Atlas was made, it sort of just went downhill from there. So I wouldn't say this is the best movie that they have made. Overall, I would say Jupiter Ascending was an okay movie. It wasn't the greatest movie I've ever seen, so I'm not sure if I would see it again. I would just say, like, check it out if you want to, but you might be disappointed when you go see this movie. So I would give this 3 hearts on the heart rate scale. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Jupiter Ascending, and as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates coming every week for a Chill Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you guys later.